And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
You think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's about the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's talk about basketball.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull away in the second half, Caitlin in particular?
We're going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's go!
That's pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think, again?
What if we told you Caitlin Clark might walk away from the WNBA after just one season? That's right. One final three-pointer, a wave goodbye, and she's out. Between refs, who seem more like circus acts than officials, and Arena Mabry, dishing out fouls like it's dodgeball, Caitlin might be done with the chaos. Is this supposed to be the League of Dreams, or a reality show with a broken script? Buckle up. If the rumors are true, the WNBA could be losing its brightest star faster than a whistle gets swallowed in the fourth quarter.
A record. This is her second season. And you put the numbers together, that's like 10 seasons. That girl did it in 10 seasons. That means she had one a season. Caitlin Clark is... when Caitlin Clark gets to 10 seasons, she's going to have 100 of these. And y'all can't get a girl her roses. Now, I don't like the fact that she be getting woke because she don't want all these lesbians to be mad at it. At the end of the day, is the woman putting in the work, she's putting in the work.
It's official. Fans are fed up with watching Caitlin Clark play the sacrificial lamb in a league caught between growth and gatekeeping. For a second straight season, she's cast as the main character in a drama that demands everything. Distribute the ball, smile for the cameras, sell out arenas, take the hits, and then thank her critics with grace. But the mood has shifted. Frustration has turned to fury. The Protect Caitlin movement is no longer just a hashtag. It's become an emotional custody battle between a devoted fan base and a league that keeps treating its brightest star like a chew toy.
All going according to plan. This is ideal. Caitlin Clark is holding up her end by being awesome and by being a trash-talking jerk on the court. Love it. Her teammates are holding up their end by having her back. The other players in the league are holding up their end by not liking her. Perfect. Couldn't have written a better script. Caitlin is talking trash to this girl. This girl's hard fouling her. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who got a black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 6, she's like, I will F you guys up. All of it's great, and Caitlin's a killer. 10 out of 10.
Let's start with the obvious. Caitlin Clark is the reason anyone's even talking about the WNBA beyond Tuesday night, Twitter debates, and nostalgia-fueled gin clips. She's driven jersey sales through the roof, packed arenas in cities that barely knew they had a team, and turned every game into must-see TV. She's a walking, talking logo, a three-point shooting lifeline for the league. And how does the league respond? With shady referee calls, ice-cold shoulders from teammates, and more flying elbows than at WWE Royal Rumble.
Is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a complete different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Remember when people said Caitlin Clark was being welcomed like any other rookie? Right. If welcomed means getting decked at midcourt while refs stare into the sky like it's a cartoon. She doesn't need a warm embrace. She needs a bodyguard and a chiropractor. Marina Mabry shoved her so hard, the NBA probably sent her a contract by mistake. But Caitlin just got up like it was part of her routine. Shoot, dodge an elbow, repeat. And still, when she takes hits, that's the game. When she doesn't react, she's entitled. She could save a puppy mid-game and catch flack for not passing it first. Meanwhile, fans are breaking down fouls frame by frame, shouting into the void. How is that not a flagrant?
When Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salaries.
Pretty much.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of fucking dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of, she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like, it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down, that she significantly increases viewership with
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try.
The refs are silent. The league's louder about dress codes than player safety. It's chaos. Fans aren't just asking if Caitlin Clark should stay. They're begging her to leave. Imagine her in Europe. Paid well, protected, and welcomed with flowers instead of elbows. Right now, the WNBA feels like a Caitlin Clark content machine, feeding her drama, bad calls, and no support. Everyone sees it. Even her critics watch her games. Love her or not, she is the show. She's done more for the league in 2 seasons than some teams in 20 years, yet she's treated like a guest. Even the promos stay at all. Come watch Caitlin Clark and the rest. She's Beyonce. The rest? Still learning the steps.
Her and son hold a brawl and a basketball game breaks out. This was something. Caitlin Clark, without question, gets raked across the face. I think she gets poked in the eye, but it's difficult to tell.
If you're the Indiana Fever, you cannot stand by and let that happen. They need to make it clear to the officials. If you're going to let this happen, then we're going to stand up for our player and make a mess of the game, and you're going to have a big mess on your hands. So you need to stand up for this. You need to do something about this.
You've just learned with definitive data and beyond question that Caitlin Clark controls more than half the audience for the entire WNBA.
Let's not forget the gaslighting. It's not that bad. She's being dramatic. She needs to earn her stripes. Really? Caitlin Clark's earned more stripes than a zebra at a barcode factory. She's averaging 25 points, 8 assists, and a pile of microaggressions every night, still smiling through it. What more does she need to do? Float? Fans see the double standard. The league protects some, throws others under the bus. The storylines feel forced, the vibes are cold, and people are over it. If Caitlin leaves, it won't be because she couldn't hang. It'll be because she knows exactly when she's being played. And honestly, that might be the smartest move she could make. No Caitlin. No packed arenas. No record-breaking views. No casual fans just showing up to see what she'll do next.
Some sort of dip since Caitlin Clark has been out with injury, but I don't think all of us were expecting the entire viewership of the entire WNBA to be down. And this tweet from Christine Brennan really stuck out to me. She said one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously on occasion, but not like this. This news is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA.
When things go sideways, the league rolls out bobbleheads, ticket deals, and painted quotes, hoping fans forget. They won't. If Caitlin Clark walks, she becomes a trivia question. Remember that league with a superstar for a season? What happened? And no, she doesn't need to tough it out. She already has through media attacks, dirty fouls, bad calls, and teammates more focused on blocking her success than winning games. At some point, it's not about toughness. It's about self-respect. Caitlin is a once-in-a-generation star. Marketable, humble, relatable, and the league keeps wasting it. No real marketing, no protection, just more hits and more silence. Fans have had enough. They're not just watching. They're watching out for her. If she leaves, she won't leave alone. She'll take millions with her.
I am sick and tired of the way they are treating my girl, Caitlin Clark. I am here to propose a solution. I think they need an enforcer. You know, someone who comes off the bench to kind of lay the smackdown on an opposing team member. I want to get the word out to the Indiana Fever that I am available. I'm ready to identify as whatever I need to in order to get the job. They need someone like me. Why? Because I'm not afraid of any 6-foot-tall lesbian. I work out. Now, I have a couple of real good go-to moves in my bag of tricks.
Lexi Hall now gets in.